Hey everybody, this is
Everybody.
Alex. Yeah.
This is Boscha. This is Fool's Odyssey, episode, 56?
6? I think so.
And who's the guest today?
The guest is Boshka. Yay!
Ooh, Boscha again. It's been a year and a bit.
Yeah,
Still the guest.
Yeah, unfortunately, Boshka isn't able to record in person with me, so he's doing it online, as always.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Kind of like returning to our roots. Remember when the old days where we used to record online and exclusively online?
Feels a lot better.
Honestly, like recording in person, it's a lot easier to edit for me. And
Yeah, I know. I can tell.
yeah, and recording online, there's always gonna be like internet connection problems. So there's gonna be like few missing words, or you sound like a robot or something like that.
Right. Oh, by the way, a bad news. I didn't really record on my Audacity. Is that okay?
Oh yeah. It's fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we upgraded our equipment.
You upgraded the equipment?
Yeah. Remember, like the old days, we would have to record 2 different audio files on our own computers through Audacity. And Boshka would never ever upload his audio file.
Like ever, and I like suddenly get really moody and was like, oh, Bosh, I don't want to do this anymore, and stuff like that. So
And honestly, yeah, deep down you're just like, I don't want to do this anymore.
probably at a certain point I'd be like, you know what, Alex, I'm done.
You've been saying that to me like every week for the last year.
Yep, and it's been getting piling up, just getting closer and closer. Just wait for my 2-week notice.
I didn't think you'd be that type of guy who would give me a 2-week notice. Yeah, I thought you just disappear and like delete and block me from everything.
Did you forget that I'm like lawful good? So
Like
I do things with order.
even
There's
at
an
work,
order and procedure how to do stuff.
even at work, you're just like, hey, wear this, and there's like a mask with an X on it. I was like, why? He's like, you're blocked.
Hey, wear this. Never talk to me again.
We're through. But it's kind of interesting to see how far along we've gone. And I'm actually, now that I think about it, it's kind of weird that we're talking about it in this episode versus the 1-year episode.
Yeah, because I don't know, like the whole day today, even at work too, Alex was like really like giddy about stuff. I don't know why. It almost like he felt like this is like the first year. Oh, you get to celebrate. I'm like, bro, that was like a month ago. Why are you giddy now? That's like weird.
I don't know. Today was I do know why, but actually we're gonna get into that. So
Okay.
what was I gonna say? Yes, as of recording, yesterday was Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to everybody. But
Happy Thanksgiving.
here's the thing. By the time this gets uploaded, it will be like 2 weeks from now from Thanksgiving.
Okay, that's cool.
So it made me wonder, or maybe realize that we need to record. It's mostly my fault. Like I should be looking at the schedule. Like we should record, if we're going to record ahead of time, we need to plan out the events properly, if that makes sense. Because
Yeah, so we should probably be doing like Halloween stuff right now, right?
yeah, exactly. I mean, we're still learning, right? Like even for like we're recording for TV stuff, like TV shows and stuff. They do all that stuff in months in advance. So I think that's something that I need to get better at, is like looking at the calendars and going, okay, this episode is gonna get released on this day, and we gotta do this for this part, and right? So
La-da-dee-la-da-doo.
mhm.
Okay.
So it's something that we have to learn. I think starting with maybe Christmas, and New Year's, we can try to do that.
Sure.
I mean, it's a learning process for everybody here because we're not used
Not
to
the logo on the shirt.
yeah, because we're not
Yeah, and then?
we're not used to all these things, you know, or at least
Yeah,
not me,
that's true.
anyways. Yeah,
So we kind of thought about it multiple times, right? We're like, yo, we gotta do this. Oh yeah, we should have done that. Oh yeah, this will upload in like 2 more weeks. Like it would be like completely different season. I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm not the one who upload this thing. As far as I know, we done this. It's uploaded the next day. I don't know.
well, it's in a way, it's a good thing that we're making these like mistakes
Ahead
and
of time.
Yeah, I said these quote unquote like mistakes, but luckily our viewer base isn't too high at the moment, so it's like I don't think they would notice or care even.
I don't know. I wouldn't underestimate the internet.
Yeah, maybe.
Simply because let's just say we hopefully got big. We will. Or you will.
No, we
Depending.
will.
Maybe I'll be gone by then.
We will.
And then people are gonna look back and okay, let's like look, watch these fools. How did they start? Like maybe they'll be like, their inspiration to start their own thing. They'll look
Oh.
back and like watch all these episodes and be like, yo, they sucked. That's right.
Yeah, we did. Everyone sucks at one point, and we just got suck. We just suck less over time.
Yeah, that's usually the end goal.
Mm-hmm.
Just suck very, very less.
Yeah, I was gonna make a weird comment, but I was like,
I know.
maybe.
I know. I was thinking like, how far are you willing to thread?
Okay, so now going back to why I'm giddy for today is because again, as of recording, yesterday was Thanksgiving, and soon, very soon, it's Boschka's birthday. Yo, what's going on, Bosh?
Nothing much, really. Just getting older, feeling really, really old. The dread and depression is piling up. So yeah, I'm happy that you're happy that I'm getting very, very unnerved.
No,
Thank you.
Birthdays is a moment of celebration. It's like a day of
You
like.
don't even celebrate your own. Why are you giddy and celebrating mine?
I
It's
do
weird.
celebrate my birthday. I celebrate it with my friends.
Oh yeah, I was never invited, so I guess that's true. We're never friends.
Don't you fucking dare! I invited you to my birthday, and you're just like,
No, you
nah,
did
I'm
not.
working. I don't even know what I did.
Did fucking not. But that's okay. It's okay. I know we're not friends. I get it. We're work friends. I still remember that part. Don't worry. I'll never forget ever.
Okay. So a bit of context. Like, was it 3 years ago? I think it was 3 years ago.
No, it's 4 years ago. What are you talking about?
Was it 4 years ago? Holy
Yes.
cow! So 4 years ago, me,
Almost like
Boschka-
exactly 4 years.
me, Boschka, and Soup and Golden Boy were all working together, and then I guess you guys were asking me out to go to watch a movie with you guys. I think.
Well, either or. It was like me, Golden Boy, and Soup. We're like, let's hang out and like chill and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then we were like, yeah, because we're like in our head we're like friends already. We're like pretty good bud. We're working and like
Yeah.
talking about like fun stuff and whatever, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's how you make friends. I'm like, yeah, we're friends. Cool. Why
Yeah,
not? So yeah, let's hang out and do something. And then you're like,
Okay,
Yo,
jokingly,
Alex,
jokingly, mind you, jokingly, I said this. Okay, go on.
he said jokingly, but his eyes was like serious, and then he walked away after he said that. So no, he did not feel the joke. He was like, so we were like, hey, yo, Alex, what was it? I think like let's hang out and watch a movie or something. Like, yeah,
something, yeah.
like let's find a date and like let's just like, and you're like, yeah. And then what was it? I think you said something. We were like, was like, oh, what? Like, or why or something like that. And then we're like, bro, we're like friends. So we do like cool things like that. And then you're like, huh? No. We don't hang out like outside work. So you guys are not friends. You're like work friends. And then he just walked away. And then Theo was like, what the fuck? Really? Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
We just went, wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Stuff like that. So
Okay. So now I know how it feels when you twist the story. When I twist the story on you, you twisted the story on me. Okay.
What do you mean? That was the whole truth.
No. Okay. First off, you guys invited me to watch a movie that I was going to see or already saw, something like that. So I wasn't really that interested.
I don't even think we were like inviting you to watch a movie. I think you were just like, because I don't think because the thing is like you were saying that we don't hang out outside. That's why we're not friends. We work friends. I think we're talking about stuff or like joking or like something, but we mentioned it that we're friends, and you just one-sidedly just went like, no, we're not.
No, okay. I jokingly said we're not friends. We're just co-workers, and then you guys were just like, "Wow!" And then I started laughing, and then I went on a break or something. I don't know.
Nope. I remember it. He didn't laugh. He just walked away.
Oh, we'll let the beers decide.
Both of us went quiet, and I'm like,
we'll let the beers decide.
Wow.
You know Boschka, you know me. You listened to us for a year. You know how we like, how we are like, and yeah, I will let you guys be the judgment. Okay. Clearly, Boschka's wrong though.
Well, it's okay. It's up to you guys. But I can tell you one thing: I never lie.
And he never tells the truth.
Yep.
We're the Paradox Brothers.
Oh, Paradox Brothers.
You know, like
How dare you? You're not a brother. You're just a coworker.
You know the riddle with the two guys. One tells a lie. One always tells the truth. We're doing that right now.
Sure, bro.
Bosh is like, whatever. Don't try to change the subject.
Yeah. Whatever, work buddy.
I mean, okay, whatever, man. You do you. So, anyways, we went off a tangent there. Boscha, birthday. What are you gonna do?
Do what?
Don't you want to do something like celebrate with cake or party or what?
I don't know because my main priority is right now buy something expensive for myself and make it a good day. That's it.
I mean, that's still a thing. Like you buying a treat yourself, right? I always tell you so. I always tell you to treat yourself.
I always treat myself.
But
Sometimes poorly, but I still treat myself.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta treat yourself better and well.
Well, better. It's better. It's less poorer than before. Still, that's better. An improvement's an improvement.
Yeah.
Shitty it may be, but still an improvement. The next day might go back again, so there's that.
Unfortunately, due to certain circumstances, we're not able to fully celebrate Boschka's birthday. However,
What circumstances?
I'm not gonna say. You want me to say on the podcast?
Not at all.
Okay, then there you go.
I don't even know what you're gonna say, but whatever it is, if you're wishy-washy about it, it's probably nothing.
Boschka's getting married.
Yeah, 3 days ago.
But you know what we can do for my birthday is we can go to
When
all
is
the
your birthday?
when January.
I was gonna say, is it January something?
Yeah. So
Okay.
what's it? Yeah, so during my birthday, we can go to all the free stuff. You know, go to Denny's for free pancakes, IHOP, Red Robin's for burgers, and do all that free birthday stuff, you know. That's something we should have done for your birthday. I mean, we still can. I think
Why?
it's free. Are you going to say no to free?
But I have to hang out with you. That's
You say it like
a lot of
bad
effort from me.
Bro, this is for work. It's all work related. We're doing this for the Fool's Odyssey YouTube channel.
No, not really.
If I record it, it is.
If I'm not there, no, you won't.
You don't know that. I mean, we did try doing a vlog. I just didn't upload it because I didn't think it was that interesting because we didn't record enough.
I agree.
We didn't record enough outside scenes. The inside, when we got home and recorded the other stuff, that was fine.
Oh, you mean as we walk towards the place?
Yeah.
Interesting. I never really thought about that. But won't that like reveal too much?
I mean, eventually people are gonna find out. I mean, even the last episode,
Yeah, we do.
last episode we revealed our city. So like, freak it, who cares? Yeah, everyone, we're from Vancouver. Get over it. Like Don Cheadle said, we're here. Deal with it. Get over it. Let's get on with it.
That's charming.
And what's that? I mean, we can do other stuff in Vancouver too for your birthday, or not even just your birthday, just like vlogging around and stuff. And
I don't know. I'm still like, I don't want to say 50-50. I'm still kind of like on the fence when it comes to like vlogging.
like hesitant. Why? Why so?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It just feels weird. I don't like personally like if it's like the like card opening and whatnot like that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that because I don't know. I just don't like showing up my face.
But I like your face. I love every time I see it, I get all giddy and smiley. You're like a giant teddy bear. I always tell everyone you look like a giant teddy bear.
Yeah, and I always tell everyone that Alex is insane and needs to be shot in the leg.
And they agree. But I'm still gonna call you a teddy bear. Like
I'm still gonna shoot you in the leg.
because well, I guess for those who don't know, and that's like literally everyone except for me and Bosh, we did try recording we recorded a few videos of us doing pack openings for Pokemon cards and like a pseudo figure review of one of my dolls. But when I was looking up how long it would take roughly to edit a video, guess how long it would take?
I'm thinking like around a week or so.
Yeah, about a week. It takes approximately, was it 1 or 1.5 hours per minute of video to edit. That's what they said.
Well, depending how deep you're gonna go into it, if you're gonna put like sound effect and whatnot, it'll be more extra work and whatever, right?
Yeah, but then like for a beginner as ourselves, it's probably gonna take just as long. You know, like a half an hour video.
True.
It'll probably take us at least a week and a half or maybe even longer. Right? So it's like, damn, like I don't know if if we're able to edit videos consistently without compromising the podcast. You know what I mean? And we won't be able to release videos on a consistent basis unless we recorded a whole bunch all at once and then just slowly edit all those things and just release it on a schedule like what we do for the podcast. But the thing is, the audio file is way much easier to edit versus a video.
That sounds like a nightmare.
So hopefully we blow up big and make money so we can hire other people to do this shit work. Not really shit work, but like tedious work.
I guess.
I mean, you could always take up some of the work and learn how to edit stuff too, Bosh.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, that's a good.
Yeah, but like the thing is, like I'm thinking because like editing and whatnot, it's like it's cool and whatnot. It's just that it's very because I saw you did your magic and whatnot when we did the forbidden text of
forging your signature on something.
yeah, the forbidden text of Exodia.
Yeah.
When we did it, like I saw that and I could see the potential of it being really fun and whatnot, or like
Oh yeah, I would imagine.
But I could also feel how tedious and how yeah. Well, I mean, I've been wanting to learn. I just don't really find the time. I guess like I never really made the time to learn.
But that's that's the thing. Like if you really wanted to know, you would make the time for it.
Because that's the thing. When it's up to the like when I really want to. There's only like 1 to 2 things in life that I really want to. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, what is it then?
Conquering the world, and second is destroying the world.
Makes sense. But the thing is, the
but
world
probably in that order. Well, the other one is fine too.
But destroying the world, we're pretty much heading in that direction, anyways.
I know. That's why I'm like actively turning my gear to the max, wasting as much as I can, polluting as much as I can.
Wow. And here I am.
Human trash.
Here I am, like, was it 2 episodes ago, talking about how I want to be more charitable, like donating to green, environmental friendly charities.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad you do that. I'm going to do my thing while you do your thing.
You know what it is? There's always an equal and opposite reaction to the
That's
force.
right. And I'm glad it's really close. So no, we know.
There has to be a balance to the force.
When Alex is doing something, extra great, I have to do something extra bad. It's just like the balance of the world.
You are my yang to my yin.
I'm the yang to your yin.
The light, the dark to my light. We're two sides of the same coin. You're
something like that.
You're a Joker, and I'm not really Batman, so I can't really.
Yeah, you're
definitely Joker though.
Catman or something. I don't know, or a Dogman.
Yeah, Dogman. Oh, I can be One Punch Man. You know the One Punch Man anime?
That Dogman. The Dogman. Yeah, you're not that cool.
Dude, he's rank 3. I can be rank. I don't know. I can be like his baby or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you wish.
Like a puppy, like a puppy version.
Puppy abandoned on the riverbed. That's what you are.
So, okay, Boshka told me a few days ago something very interesting.
I did?
Yeah.
Yeah?
So we talked about how Boshka has a hidden power of attracting people because he's very attractive. He attracts certain people to come and talk to him. And
right. That's a curse, by the way. Yeah.
I say superpower, you say curse. I mean,
yeah.
Tomato. But
the grass is green on the other side. Always is.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Boshka also has another secret power, supposedly.
Secret.
Well, not so secret because you told me, and I'm gonna share it with just one of our viewers. So, don't say it out loud, or else people are gonna hunt Boshka like a mutant. But
they have. What do you think I'm here right now?
He's hiding. He's actually hiding from us.
I'm running. I'm a fugitive.
So, Boshka actually has the power to see into the future, or so he says.
Yeah, most people do. It's called proper planning.
But I said something in particular, and then you're just like, wow, your future has changed, Alex. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, it's changed.
See, this is how he twists the story.
And then I was like, is it for the better or for the worse? And he's like, well, if I told you, it wouldn't happen. And I want it to happen. So, I'm glad for you. I was like, why are you being so cryptic? Just tell me. He's like, I can't because I want it to come true. And then he said, well, you're going to forget about it in like 3 hours anyways. I was like, yeah, that's true. And then come today, I'm just like
in 3 hours, did you forget though? In the span of 3 hours, did you forget or no?
I did until today.
Okay, so you did. Then I mean, it's still gonna happen. So I'm not gonna tell you.
Why?
That 3 hour was the deciding factor.
Wow.
That 3 hour of your life decided the rest of your future.
Well, you gotta tell me because we're on the podcast. Tell me.
Well, it's not gonna happen. Are you gonna be okay with that?
Yes.
Now you'll be alone forever.
I'm glad. I'm all for it, man. I'm just here for
Okay,
the ride.
so here's the thing. Let me ask you something again. I've asked you this before, but let's put it on the internet so it's recorded, and then you'll
Okay, okay.
can always take it back. So here's the thing. For example, let's just say you're a hero, a Greek warrior, here to fulfill a certain destiny, but you don't know what it is.
Okay.
But you were told when you were younger that you have to go here to fulfill your destiny. But then you'll ask, well, what is my destiny? And then this oracle will be like, if you know it, it won't happen. It'll go to a bad ending. Would you still ask for it?
See, here's the thing about me is that, and you know about this, and you think it's weird, but I love spoilers, and I just love reading everything I can for like Marvel
But the thing
movies.
is, like, this won't be spoilers because if I tell you it won't happen, now it's just it's just gone. Now
Yeah.
you're just heading to a bad end straight up.
Okay, but let me ask you this question, Oracle. What is your like prediction rate? Like, how many times were you correct?
Are we actually? Do you want me to give you like my list or?
Yeah, just give me like a percentage wise. How often?
No, it's more impressive in percentage than actual number. Because you want me percentage right now, it's like 78% or something like that.
Okay, but okay. Well, what numbers then? How many times were you prediction was correct?
It's alright, don't worry about it, man. It's okay. So
Like 3 out of 4.
I was about to say like somewhere on there, like 3.5 out of 4,
Okay, so I mean, there's a chance that
3.2 out of 4.
but actually, that's a pretty good percentage.
I know, right?
Yeah. So, but knowing me and knowing that I love spoilers, I got to know, right? This is
Yeah.
alternate dimension, Alex. I want to know what his future was like because this clearly ain't me anymore.
Because the thing is, like, you also told me something that kind of makes me go like, is this still, following the main timeline here, or did it just like, because I told you a little bit of a hint, it kind of like, did we just, like I'm the watcher now. I'm like,
Your
did things just
rules.
change because I said something? Should I just keep the whole thing to myself the whole time?
You are to not interfere, Bosh. Those are your rules. No, now you have to break your oath. You come to me and to break your oath. So tell me, my friend.
So the thing is, like, most of the times when I'm like trying to, okay, well, the thing is, Alex, just clear it up. You guys, Alex is just like, messing around. I don't really see the future or not. I just like look at people, see what the thing that drives them, right? See the things they put their mind into, and the step that they take with that thing in mind, like how much devotion and how much effort they put into certain something, right? And how they say this, kind of feel the willingness, I guess that's the word. Like, it's not just like the drive. It's not just the drive. The drive is kind of like, like there's a goal and you're running towards it kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
This is more like you happily go for it kind of thing, the willingness to do something.
Okay.
What happened? Why do you sound so confused? Did you like this like
No,
go
I'm just
farther than what
waiting.
you expected, or?
No, I'm waiting for you to drop the bomb. Like, okay, get on with it.
Oh no. There's no bomb to drop.
Okay.
I just want to. Because that's how it is. Like for me, I like when I see, I always feel like, for example, like let's just say Vincent, right? I know the drive. I know the stuff he enjoys. I know. Well, I don't want to say no. Like I know no. It's like from what I see.
Yeah.
He's a certain kind of person that enjoys certain thing and doing it a certain way. And if he keeps doing it that way, he won't go anywhere. That's what I told you, right? Vincent will stay that way forever and ever till he dies this unexpected death or something, or expected.
Yeah, it's
Or
expected.
heart attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not really. We'll see it
Watch
coming.
it actually happens. I feel so bad.
Well, okay. The thing is, he knows what he's doing to his own body and it's himself.
No, he doesn't.
It's very self-destructive what he's doing.
No, he doesn't know that.
He does know. He for sure knows.
If he does know, do you think he will like stop eating so much?
No,
Like
that's
in
the
that
thing.
span of.
No, that's the thing. He doesn't give a crap about that shit.
He has diabetes and he's eating that much.
Yeah, he has. I'm pretty sure he has like gout and like other like illnesses and stuff, and he doesn't give a crap. He still does the things
because
that
he knows and he don't care, or he doesn't know. That's why he keeps doing it.
He knows and doesn't care. He knows and thinks, "Oh, this is just me. This is my life," and then he just continues on his merry way.
That's right. So now you see what I'm trying to say, right? He is that kind of being.
Yeah.
For you, I saw a different kind of drive, so to speak.
Okay, how about this?
Yeah.
Let's talk about what
Yeah.
you saw before it changed. What was that like
It's-
before?
Before, like, So, well, I'm just gonna be completely just like straight up with you, okay? Because before, what you are, at least in my eye, is like someone who have aimless. You don't know where you're going. You don't know what you're doing. You just shooting to the left, shoot to the right, walk upward, walk backward again, just go to the corner, walk back again. Just you're aimless. You don't have anywhere you want to go in particular. You don't have a drive. You're not pushing yourself to do anything.
Yeah, makes
Am
sense.
I
Makes
wrong?
sense. Makes sense. Yeah, I can
So
get.
that's why you yourself try a lot of hobbies, right? You try to do this, you try to do voice acting, you try to do guitar, you try to play ukulele, you try to I don't know what else you do, but you
Yeah.
do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
We're doing this podcast, like it's a at first that was kind of like for me I'm thinking like, well, you're gonna, one day something will stick and you'll stick with that, and during your journey with your hobby, you'll find someone who enjoy your hobby, and that's how you guys connected, and that's how you get a relationship, and moving on from there, right?
Yeah, I did find that person though. You.
Do you want my 2 week notice tomorrow or just right now? Is Notepad okay, or do you want me to put a PDF on it with a sign?
I prefer a handwritten letter sent by an owl. Thank you very much.
I have to train an owl. All right,
Yeah. Okay.
but yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like I told you this one before too, right? But this one, like ever since you've been going to the church, it feels like you're less about your hobby now, and you're focused a lot on the church. And it's not just because you. At first, I thought it was for the girls.
At first,
It is.
At first,
I
it
said, I'm
was.
like, okay, probably because like there's a cute girl and you want to make a move on, and turns out, no, you're starting to enjoy the company. You're making friends there. You see people now. Even the church homepage has the picture of you everywhere.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Stop making bullshit up, Bosh. But anyway,
You show it to me, okay?
it was just
You-
it was one picture on Instagram with me and Evans. Shout out to you, Evans, by the way. But
Anyway, yeah, the church love you too, so that's good, right?
in a way, yeah.
And now and a couple of times like, yo, dude, why don't we record this day? Oh, why don't we record this day? Oh no, I gotta go to church at this time. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like it feels there's a willingness for you to go to the church and whatnot too, right?
Yeah, like for sure.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, awesome. So now, like your hobby is gone. So that path that you just gotta go hobby now is, I don't want to say cut off, but just thinned out. Like it's more like an actual hobby, not as a pathway, I guess, not as a path to walk on. If that makes sense.
Okay, because here's the thing. Here's the thing about me and the church is that so I began the church. I went to church 2 years ago, and Evans was the one who brought me to the church I go to currently. However, he wasn't the one who converted me. He wasn't like, oh yeah, there's a lot of pretty girls there. You should come. I actually asked him, hey, I know you go to church. Which church do you go to? I want to check it out. Because at that time, I was like trying new things. So
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
That was part of the hobby. That's what I'm saying, right?
yeah. So at that time, I think me and Boshka were planning a trip to not quite there yet. No, yeah, we were planning a trip to Japan at that time, and or like talking about it. We didn't actually go through with it yet, and
We bought the ticket and everything.
we're like about to buy the ticket and stuff, and I wanted more out of life. I didn't want to believe that all we do is work, and then we die, and then we get buried in a hole in the ground, and that's it, and with internal blackness. I want to think of it as there's more to life than just that. So one of the ways to experience something like that is going to church and building a
doing stuff that you've never done before, right? Yeah, no, I get it.
building a relationship with God, so to speak. And
Yeah.
so that's why I asked Evans, and then Evans brought me to this church. And on the first day of going to Crave Church, that's what they call it.
On the first day that I was.
On the first day I went there,
yeah.
it was completely different than what I expected. Because when I went to, because when I, when we think of church, we think of like this old man in like this priest garb reading from the Bible and reading scriptures from the Bibles, right? That's what I thought.
Sure. Oh, that's what you thought? Oh,
That's what I thought. Well, at least for Christian churches anyway, it's different than Muslim churches. And
well, no, probably if there's anybody, it's like if everybody goes like like a Muslim mosque and whatever, their image is like an old man with like like just this one long white coat with like this full on face beard and whatnot, right?
Yeah. So I guess in a
That
way
one
it's
is mostly
similar.
true.
Yeah, it's similar in a way. But when I went
Uh-huh.
there, the first thing they did was like, had like a full blown like rock concert almost. Like they had
Mm-hmm.
live singers, they have a guitar, they had bass, they
Mm-hmm.
had drumming, they had everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was singing along with it. I was like, yeah. So I was like, whoa, this is crazy. I wasn't
Yeah.
like expecting this. And then
Mm-hmm.
like there are moments where I just like, oh, I'm feeling a little spiritual, like more spiritual than I thought I would, or getting a little bit more emotional, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the pastor taught me a lot of things, which is why I continue to go there, because as he's preaching, I'm just
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, I like what you're preaching. Although I might not agree with him 100%, which of course, like you never or going to agree with someone 100% all the time.
Yeah, of course.
But I agree with him most of the times, and I like what he's saying, so I keep going back and going back.
Because that's the good thing about about learning stuff, right? Because when you learn anything, you don't have to agree with it. You could disagree, but still learning something out of it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's why, that's why any kind of information, any kind of learning experience, whether you agree or not, is a learning experience. You're learning something out of it.
Yeah. And at that time, I wasn't like super. Even now, I'm not. I wouldn't consider I'm super devoted to church, but back then I was even less so. So then they'll be like, "Hey, do you want to go hang out after this?" And I'm just like, "Nah, I'm good. I got work tomorrow." And da da da. Right? It's not really like lame excuses, but because back then I was working so early in the morning, right? I didn't want to like stay out too late and then like get like 2 hours of sleep and then wake up and go to work, right? But then nowadays, I don't care. I'm just like, yeah, let's, if you want to go out to eat, let's go. And then I'm ready to go and get like 3 hours of sleep and go to work and whatever. I don't know what changed, but I don't know. It just feels like I want to hang out with people more. I want to
Good.
connect with them
Then
more.
and that's good, and that's what makes me what do you call it? Like that's what I think changed, right? Like my at least my perception of your future kind of changed.
Yeah.
Because now it's more of the people, the community, right? And less about the thing you're doing.
Yes.
That's what I mean. That it changed.
I think in a way it's very helpful because by going to the church, I'm becoming more generous in a way. At least like the idea of being more generous is in my head more so than before.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and which is why
Anything that
like,
makes you a better person, right?
I suppose like talking about the charities and stuff. Like I kind of ish wanted to do it, but now it's like something I want to do before it's too late, kind of thing.
Is there a too late in life?
Yeah, like if I become like too old to move, or like I run out of money for whatever reason and I can't spend it on other people, then yeah, that at that point it'll be too late to be able to give back. But at this
Okay.
point in time, I'm able to do so, right? I don't have any debt. I don't have any like gambling problems or drinking problems or like hobbies like or sinkholes, so to speak.
I have something to say about that, but all right.
What do you mean?
You're talking about your sinkhole, really? I took like not even going to your room. I just go up the stairs and look left. I see all those sinkhole piling up on the floor. Okay?
When I say sinkhole, I don't mean like I pour like $5,000 a month into these things. This is like stuff bought throughout the years over time, little by little. You know what I mean? It's not like I just like, okay, I want to drop $10,000 in this month for all these things. No, I bought these over time. I budgeted myself.
Oh, all right. Let's go with that one. I like that one too. That sounds better.
Yeah. When I say sinkhole, I mean like I'm just throwing money in there just for willy-nilly reasons and not really caring
Yeah.
about
Shout out to Lady A.
Yeah, exactly. Like Lady A. She spent like 3 times my budget in one like week. You know what I mean? That's crazy. My monthly budget, mind you. My monthly budget. Okay. But anyways, going back to the church. Yeah, so around that time actually, remember I asked you like, "Hey Bosh, I want to go to the mosque. Like, can you show me what's the proper stuff to do so, right?" And then you
I mean, yeah, totally. It's just that I haven't been going to the mosque for a while because of the pandemic, right? So
but
they haven't been operating either, so.
yeah, but way before, remember you took me to a mosque one time, and then like I actually enjoyed going to there. I thought it was cool. The preaching part, not so much, but like when everyone was praying together and like kind
I
of.
take you?
Yeah, we went to the one in Burnaby.
Wait, really?
Yeah, back when I was living at the other place before I moved.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah.
And then you showed me how to pray.
Oh yeah, we did once. That was an idea, yeah.
Yeah. And then like I told Boshka I was like kind of like scared because I was like
Yeah.
like I was
Because everybody's very quiet, right? Yeah.
it wasn't really quiet, but I thought like everyone was gonna look at me like, what the fuck is this Chinese guy doing here, right? But no, they didn't really care. They didn't give a shit.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah.
Because honestly, most of the times, the thing is like about the mosque is that like when they come in, you're just one with the brother, right?
Yeah.
When you say like you say the hello to them, like salam alaikum and everything. Everybody's like alaikum salam. They would like greet you back and whatnot, but most of the time they just go there to pray. They don't go back home. That's it. Like, it's almost like very business like. It's like.
Well,
I want to say like it's very personal too. Like when it comes to like
for sure.
the prayer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's recommended to you to like do it together with like your family or whatever, kind of like that, with your friend or whatever.
Yeah.
It's better to do it together, but like most of the time, the prayer itself is very, very personal, so to speak. And the thing is, like, especially for me, like I have hard time praying with a friend or something.
Oh, really?
In a sense, because usually when I like do my prayer,
Yeah.
it's me in my weakest, most pathetic moment. Yeah, that's why like a couple of times I said like, let's go to the church and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, the thing's like, I don't want to say no because it's a Christian church or whatever. No, it wasn't that. Because if I got there and then I pray, I don't want you guys to see me pray.
Ooh.
Like I don't want anybody to see me in my most pathetic. Yes, that's the word.
But it's not pathetic when you're praying to
oh dear, you have no idea.
Because like I agree with you. There's like two reasons why it gets cut short when you're doing a prayer for in a mosque. One is because it is like a personal connection, right? Like it's you and God, and no one else really matters. But then two is because they do it during working hours. Like people, people.
That's the crappy part.
Yeah, people.
Because the thing about like the Islamic religion is that our prayer time don't give a damn about your like things. Oh, it's the sun is at this point in time. It's time for this prayer. Whatever you're doing, stop, go pray. You're done praying? Let's go back. It's just that.
Yeah,
it's seriously just that.
Yeah, that's why people do it at work sometimes, or people.
Yeah, and sometimes after they're done praying, they just leave and go back to work. Like.
Yeah, like it's unfortunate, but
yeah,
the fact that they're able to commit to it, regardless of where they are, is like crazy. It's like admirable, like.
Because I don't know, because that's the thing too, right? There's the fact that it only happened like on a work hour too, right? Mm-hmm. But it also there's a fact that how do I say this? The country itself, because in here in where we live, Islamic community, there's quite a bit of them, but it's still not the majority, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
And the culture has nothing like. Because a lot of Islamic country has the religion culture like sewn inside the country, the culture, so to speak. So, like in Indonesia, like anytime, like school, work, and everything will stop when it's time to pray.
Yeah, I see.
Like everything will stop. Like that's the thing. But in this place, there's no such thing, right?
Oh no.
They don't have that culture. That's why we have to go out our way to do it. That's why it feels unfortunate, because we go out our way to do it instead of the culture build up. Because when it's usually back in Indonesia, even after the prayer and whatnot, we still we have time to talk and whatever and whatnot, and then as we go back to work, kind of like that. So
yeah, and there's actually a few cases of discrimination too, where people wanted to pray and then their bosses is like, no, you can't do that, and then they get fired for it, which is unfortunate because you're not supposed
I never got that fired, but I got into it a couple of times when they were like, where did you go? I'm like, what do you mean?
I get it. You don't want to be paid to be praying in terms of like being a boss in corporate world, right?
Yeah, because most of the time it's like we'll be like, well, don't pay us. Like we're okay with you not paying us, but you gotta let us go.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
But that's the thing, right? It doesn't really work that way because the culture is not there.
Yeah,
it's a bizarre, it's a foreign concept, so to speak. I think that's a better way to say it.
Well, I mean, the respect for it is there, right? Like, if
the respect is there, but it's, I don't know, respect is amazing. Don't get me wrong, because a lot of other places like don't even, like But what I'm saying, it's just, it's just hard because it's not built into it. That's, but we still get by. Gotta do what we gotta do, right?
But it also brings back to my other point, which is if you really want to do it, you would make time for it, and what you guys are doing is making time to pray, regardless of where
Yeah.
you are, which is crazy, right? Not a lot of people can say that they would make time for this, even though they really want to, quote unquote. But because this is serious and this is something that you truly believe in and have faith
I
in.
guess
Yeah.
because I mean I myself not like a very I don't want to say I'm not a devout Muslim. I'm not a very good Muslim. Like I'm not a good Islamic person. I'm not because my prayer time is still very loose and sometimes I completely forgot about it and
I mean,
that's just not no bueno. But and I'm trying to fix that.
it
I'm trying
happens
to
for
get better at
it
that.
happens for everybody.
But yeah, yeah, it's that's the one thing. That's kind of like my birthday resolution. Just be better
I mean, we can always
at like keeping my time and whatever. You know.
always be better, And yeah, but for me, like now that I started praying a little bit more often,
Mhm.
it's very therapeutic, if that makes sense. It's like
Yeah.
almost like like therapy in a way. You're happy that there's someone, you believe that there's someone out there listening and is able to connect with you in a way that's different.
Right.
Yeah. So like
It feels great, right?
it feels, yeah, it feels different, I would say. I don't know
For me, when I'm really bitter,
why.
my wording would be like this. I like to believe that God exists because it feels good to to have someone to blame for all this shitty things happening to me.
That's
you
what
know
I
mean?
thought too. That's what I thought. I was like, I'm glad
Yeah.
God exists because I just say, "Fuck you, God. This is all your fault" and stuff. But
You did this to me. You did this to us.
but in a way, okay, like, but then
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it recently, and my thoughts have
Yeah.
changed because, like, Jesus, he died for our sins. He sacrificed himself. How many of us can
Yeah.
say that we would do the exact same thing in his situation? I wouldn't.
Well, the thing is like, well, that's the thing, right? You want to know the difference between you and Jesus?
He's the Son of God. He's the Lamb.
No. I mean, yes, probably, yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't know about that side, but one thing that I can tell for sure is that he loves human. He loves the
Yes.
people, right?
He loves everybody.
I don't know about you. I don't. I'm borderline despising them. If I could die for all their good deeds, like so when I die, all of you guys stop getting good deeds. I would do that. You know what I mean?
But
So after I die, you all go to hell.
but that's what I mean. Like,
that.
going on this spiritual journey, it's
Yeah.
a personal journey. It's not for like it's not your job to like, hey, you have to be this way or that way, right? Like if you want to
It's just you.
ascend to a higher plane, you have to enjoy all the hardships and all this sacrifice that you have to make yourself personally to make yourself a better person before you can change other people. Because who are you?
But
right?
for me, again, the thing is like I don't think, how do I say this? To change other people shouldn't be even part of what you're doing, right? Because other people, I personally at least think it's none of my business.
Yeah.
I will make myself better, and I'm not gonna make you better because my idea of better and yours is different, right?
Yeah.
My idea of better may not work for you and your condition, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
I will do myself to make myself better. You do what makes yourself better,
Yeah.
and that would be the best idea, right? We mind each other business, and we be the best person we can. I think that's the best way to go.
I mean, it's different if, like, for example, at Crave Church, they're having a series going on. Currently they have a series going on called "Don't Play Games," and it's like a sermon about relationships, not just like like a personal relationship with families, with marriage and stuff like that, like how to build a better connection. And for something like that, I'll be like, hey, this church is doing this series. Do you want to come watch? I'm not gonna be like, hey, come be a Christian, follow the steps of Jesus and da da da. I'll just be like, hey, come watch the sermon. If you like it, continue to come, come for the following weeks. But if not, at least you tried it, and that's okay. Like that's the best way to do it, I think. If you really want
like
to
giving them the chance to know that there's a way, right?
yeah.
I mean, that's good, but again, like for me, like I would do that much. Like, yeah, like hey, like come do this. Like try this. Like maybe it'll help out. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
Give it a shot. What do you got to lose, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because at the end of the day, this is just another form of therapy, right? Like everyone wants to find
Their
comfort
way
in
to
something.
do.
Yeah. And
But again, like our talk with our guest from like several episodes ago, like Mark,
yeah.
because he and I shared the exact same idea of like instead of worrying about other people
Yeah.
and making them better,
Yeah.
if everybody just mind their own business and making themselves better, it'll benefit everyone.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. But people don't see it that way because people are too selfish.
of course
and
not.
greedy.
because people always thought they were the best, right? They were already in the ultimate right, and everybody else is wrong, and they have to learn their way,
Yeah.
right?
Because
We've seen way too many of those.
yeah, because in a way, religion is great for like self-reflection too, right? Because you know how people say, "Oh, what would Jesus do?" Yeah, what would Jesus do? You have to look at yourself inside, look at the mirror, and think, "Am I doing the right thing? Is this the right thing to do? Is this gonna not make me feel embarrassed, guilt, shamed,
Mm-hmm.
right? Or and stuff like that." And yeah, so it's in a way, yeah, it's just another form of comfort and therapy. It's better than going to drugs, in my opinion.
It depends.
Like you don't want to get addicted to like heroin or morphine. Just get addicted to God, you know?
Honestly, whichever that works, right? I mean, if if you could get addicted to heroin, whatever, and then you just keep using it, and then you die, maybe that's that's the way you want it to go.
That was
But
his path.
I mean, just make sure whatever you do, you bear responsibility. That's just
Yeah, so this is why like when people are just like, "Oh, how can God let all these like evil people run around on the streets and not get punished for it?" Well, it's for them to find salvations within themselves, right? They have to save themselves. If we truly believe that there's a heaven or hell and they don't care about being damned internally forever,
mm-hmm,
or sorry, internal damnation forever, like they would
mm-hmm,
find a way to save themselves and seek redemption and salvation, right?
mm-hmm,
And it's not for us to be like, hey, stop it, because they won't listen to us anyways. They have to
mm-hmm,
figure that out inside themselves.
mm-hmm.
And Bosh, I just want to let you know that you will be saved.
No, no, no. Because there's this thing in Islamic religion
Mhm.
is that each person will go to hell.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
Everybody goes to hell unless you're really good and like you did your repentance and whatever. Like you've done your things, but everybody go to hell. Like pretty much, everybody does. But then it's not its own damnation.
Oh,
You will be there to pay for what you've done.
I see.
When you're done, you'll come back up.
See, that's good. That's another way of looking at it. Like you have to
Yeah,
pay your debts in a way, so to speak.
exactly.
So now my next question for you, Bosh, is like, have you ever had a godly experience? Like, have you ever had like God tell you what to do, or you felt something like a miracle happen?
I fell to a graveyard once. Did I
Oh,
told you that story?
I think so. I think you talked about it and how you like saw yourself in the grave or something.
No, no, I fell down and it's just like, I saw the world like, inside the grave. It's just really deep, just like the snow. But it feels really warm. It feels really nice.
Oh, you saw like a piece of hell or something, right? Because we talked about this in our parallel
No, no, that was I think that was yeah,
parallel
is that too, but
worlds.
but
Yeah.
it feels warm. It feels good like on the earth.
Oh, you weirdo. But but I mean like like how people say, "Oh yeah, like I reached out and God touched my hand or something," or like I prayed
Oh
for a
no, no,
miracle
no.
and it
I
happened.
I would be too afraid.
I don't know.
I'm too bad of a person to come in any kind of form of contact with God. No, 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 please. I'd rather not meet God until I really have to. Like, so, yeah, I'd see after I go through my hell. So,
Because I never experienced anything like that, but I do
yeah,
feel
or maybe
like
you just never noticed it, right?
maybe. I mean, as everyone says, God works in mysterious ways. So
I don't know who everyone is, but okay.
God being like an infinite, omnipotent, omnificent being,
Hmm.
we shouldn't be able to understand what He's doing. Like we can't
Or
comprehend.
maybe, well, that's the thing, right? Maybe not, like in the grand scheme of thing. But if God really want to send us a message through like WhatsApp or like Instagram, I mean, if he really wants to, he can. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
exactly. But
Just
like
that,
he moves in a different way, like either
yeah.
like through like a
I mean, I don't know because again, I don't want to say because you're saying that he's omnipotent, he can do whatever. We won't be able to. No, not really. I mean, if he really wants to, he probably could. He just probably see no reason to do that, or
yeah,
like
that's what I mean. Yeah,
whatever.
like why interact with just
Because
one person?
I don't want to. What do I say this? Like, I don't want to not limit, but I don't want to assume what God can or can't do because that, for one, I know for sure that I'll never understand.
Oh yeah, I
He
mean,
might be able to do something so minute, maybe be able to do something so grand. How big it is, even our imagination won't even be able to process it, right?
oh yeah, I mean it says in the books, right, in the Bible, in the Quran, or everything. he's infinite, isn't he? Like he's Alpha and Omega.
No, not just that. He's what before the beginning, and he's what was after the ending.
Yeah, he's and. But here's the other thing that I think about God is like,
Ooh.
maybe like he doesn't really interact with us on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Is because he created other life forms out there, and he's like attending to them as well, right? So
I highly doubt it. I don't think he attends to anything.
I mean, he's probably watching them. You're like the watcher. He's kind of like just watching them. He's like, okay, maybe I'll move on to
I don't
this.
think so either. Like, you want to be honest? For me, if it's really up to me, I'd say I don't think. Why would he watch? He knows what we're gonna do. He knows how everything will end up. Why would he watch it again? Like,
He's he's God. As I said, he works in mysterious ways, and we can't understand what he's.
I know, but like again, like I wouldn't like watching. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe. But why? Like,
can you like imagine like if you're God who can do everything, see everything, and
yeah,
like what would you?
Would you watch it again? I mean, I bet you still remember what's happening. So.
Yeah, but wouldn't you be like, oh, I'm just like I don't know this thing in like the 17th dimension? You're just like, what are you gonna do? Sit on the couch and just lay there?
Well, there's a kid who knows about what's going on there either. Like, that's the thing, right? The only thing we can imagine is something that we can understand, right?
Yes.
The scope that we're talking about is like beyond what even our imagination can like think of. So thinking about it is just pretty pointless. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, I mean, fair point. So in the end,
doesn't really matter.
It doesn't really matter, and it's and I guess in a way it shouldn't really matter because at the end of the day, it's just yourself. Like this is just your personal journey, and that's all that matters. Yeah, kind of weird. I wasn't expecting to be talking about like religion and spiritual stuff. Yeah,
I wasn't. You brought it up. I'm like, well, I'm glad.
No, you brought it up. You brought it up.
What do you mean?
You're the one who was saying, "Oh, you've been going to church and all that," and then I had to give people context because I didn't really tell anyone about that.
Well, no, because I'm talking about your hobby, right?
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, I'm talking about your hobby, and then after your hobby, you go to there. So there's a conversation. So I always thought it was like that, and then you bring all the hobby. I'm like, okay, go ahead. Like that talk is all right too.
I don't know. I mean, in the end, it gives me comfort, and
that's good.
I like
whatever works out the best for you, right?
Yeah, and Boshka was right. I mean, I'm going there because of certain someone, Evans.
Cool.
I like how there's like a long pause there. What the heck was that about? I know. I told you.
You're saying that I'm the problem here? Right. I just want that to be on the record. Like, oh, I'm the problem.
Well, the thing is, Evans, when he was telling me about Crave Church, he was saying, "Oh, there's a lot of pretty girls there. And there's a lot of cute girls there, and I have a crush on."
I'm sorry, Evans' standard is kind of questionable, so I'm not.
Right. But he said that he had a crush on this one girl, and I was like, "Oh, I want to see all these cute girls. I want to know who you have a crush on. Bring me."
Wasn't he going out with someone at that moment?
No, I don't think he was.
All right.
Yeah, so he brought me to church, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I kind of have a crush on her." I was like, "Oh,
take me to church."
But
I thought that was a cool song.
It is a cool song. But no, I agree. The girl that he has a crush on is cute. She is cute, yeah. And that's all I'll say about that because I don't want to say her name in case, for whatever reason, someone watches this.
I mean, Alana was a guest here, so...
Yeah, actually, I met Alana through Crepe Church, and I wanted to bring more people from Crepe Church onto the show as a guest because they have some really talented people there. So, like, going to church, you make all these different connections too, right? It's not just connection.
Yeah, well,
God.
not just church, but going everywhere. Like going wherever you're living. Go outside and meet people.
Yeah.
Trust me, there's a lot more interesting people around you than you think.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And you yourself are an interesting person. Never forget about that.
Yeah, you are, Bosh. Yes, you are.
You just gotta let it out and see the world. It's a beautiful world out there.
Yes, you are.
Surrounded with beautiful people, and some are assholes, but mostly beautiful.
Yes, you are, Bosh. Yes, you are. But like
this is the kind of thing. Like when we're in a good mood and shit, Alex would be just there to ruin it.
What do you mean? I'm agreeing with you. You're saying you're a beautiful person, and I say yes, you are. You are beautiful. You are handsome. You are smart. You are funny.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. This is Wolf's Odyssey, episode 56.
Yeah.
And this is Boshka.
This is Alex.
We'll see you again next time.
Bye.
Goodbye.